Oh, this guy. That should be okay.
Needs to be pretty precise.
It does need to be fairly precise, yes.
Yeah, they're all charged. You can start us off.
Welcome to the Weekend Warriors Home Improvement Show, built by Par Lumber. Your Weekend Warriors, Tony and Corey.
Hey, Tony and Corey here, your Weekend Warriors, and we're back in the studio today, and we have decided to do some organizing. We have all of these really cool Makita tools that we love, but, you know, keeping them inside where we can't see them, we're always opening cabinet doors, trying to figure out what we have and where it is. We're gonna make a tool caddy that will be able to hang on the wall, and we'll be able to store all these so everything is accessible and easy to see. What do you think?
I'll tell you what I think. I think that I like them on the workbench, right here.
Just right here?
Yeah, because think about all of the time and steps that we save by not having to go there and come back and go there and come back. I mean, look at this. You need a drill? How about an impactor? And the laminate trimmer, handheld router. The real thing about this is having it on a shelf where you can see it. There is definitely something to having your tools out where you can see them, but organized, and not in the space where you're using them. So we have to build an organizer.
Well, my kids use that argument all the time when I tell them to clean their room.
I can't play with the stuff if it's all put away.
Make your bed. Well, I'm just gonna make it messy tonight.
That's right.
So
it's absolutely
I'm not going with that. We're going to we're gonna clean this up. We're gonna make something cool.
Yeah.
And so that's our project today. We are building a tool caddy. Let's draw out what we're gonna do. I've got an idea in my head, but I wanna get it down on paper and see what you think. So we'll make multiple shelves. Then our tools will slide in there, like so.
Yeah, that looks good. I'm following.
So what I'm thinking is I'd like to have on one of these shelves, we have two double Makita battery chargers. We should make it wide enough for both so we can measure one of those.
They're about 14 inches, so we're talking about 28, 30 inches probably
30
wide.
inches wide. And so we'll stack those on top. Maybe we'll put a
power strip.
Yeah, maybe we'll put a power strip up on top and we'll be able to plug those in to that. A spot for all of our batteries, maybe some other miscellaneous tools. I don't think we can get all of these on here, but a majority of them would look pretty good.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think we just use 1/2-inch plywood. We got a bunch of scraps.
We need to get this stuff off the table.
Yeah, let's get rid of it. Let's get a new piece of paper. Got our top shelf here, sides.
28 plus 1.
We'll have to put it in this one too, huh?
I think we need to decide what else is going on this shelf that's not hanging from the bottom shelf.
Okay.
This is hanging from the bottom shelf.
Yep. This is hanging from the bottom shelf.
Both of these.
Some bits.
We did it. This is exactly what we need.
So for here, just like that.
And you're gonna hang this one from the lip?
Yeah, that was the only way I could see to hang that. We'll screw the bottom. These will be like little T's.
Okay.
Like that.
And look at that. There's gonna be room at the end for another tool. You know what that means?
Mm-hmm. We have to buy more tools.
More tools. Needs to be pretty precise.
It does need to be fairly precise, yes. The best part about drawing things out like this in scale is so you see exactly what fits and where. So we know that that's gonna fit there. That's gonna fit there. This is gonna fit here. And then we have a couple more slots for even a couple more tools if and when we get them. So we know for a fact this is gonna fit here. Our sander is gonna fit there. So that's the best way I like to do it. That way, you know what you get. All right, so you say 10 inches by 21 inches. We need 2 of those.
2 pieces at 10 by 21.
All right. Make it happen. To salvage as much of this piece of plywood as possible, I'm not going to rip the whole thing to 10 inches. So I'm going to cut down to our length and then rip that to 10 inches. We have our sides. For our shelves, we're going to do 28 inches by 9 1/4.
Drum roll, please.
9 1/4.
9 1/4 inch shelves.
Can we get 2 out of this? 8 3/8. Is that wide enough? Yeah, 8 3/8 would work.
Let's do it. Because it's as important to utilize the little bit of material that we have
I agree.
as it is for the shelf to be, you know. We've decided to narrow up the shelves and the sides just enough to fit the material that we have, leaving no waste. Tools we're gonna put on there still gonna fit, and we won't have to go get more material.
Say the word. Fire it on. All right, so that's our shelves. So I'm making some measurements for Tony, and I'm drawing my line on there, and he's gonna cut it. A good practice is to mark which side of the line you want to be cut on. Because if you think about it, a saw blade is almost 1/8 of an inch thick. So if he takes it over to the saw and he cuts it on this side of that line versus this side of that line, now my piece is 1/8 inch short.
This is the piece that I cut off of the last 2 shelves. It was in between them. I knew when he put an X on it that was gonna be the portion of the material that we wouldn't be using. So I cut the blade on this side of the line for that piece and on this side of the line for that piece. Good, clear communication.
So we got our top shelf, we got our sides. We opted to make the sides stand out a little longer than the shelves themselves to give it a little depth and not look so plain.
Right.
All right. It's always good to mock things up before you screw them together, because you just want to make sure there's no mistakes. Four inches.
Right.
All right. We've got all of our pieces cut. We've got them laid out. We know exactly what we're putting together. Now we just need to start fastening all these together. And for these, we're just gonna use screws.
Yeah.
Pocket holes would be cool, glue would be cool, but this is a scrap wood tool caddy. So I think some screws would be fine.
This is not going to be super duper easy. These tiny little pieces and holding them straight and driving in.
We'll measure and make sure that our pieces are put together accurately, and then flip it over and we'll just fasten it together.
Okay.
We're using self-tapping wood screws.
Dominoes.
For a tool caddy. Let's fasten all these with this piece. Well, they don't have to be perfect. We just have to do one at a time.
Okay.
Yeah, the veneers on this plywood. So we need to mark where we're going to put our shelf on this side and then measure up. Put it on the wrong side of the line.
This goes up here for sure. This is supposed to be down here.
There she is.
You said precise. You're welcome.
Not bad, not bad. So for some rigidity, we cut some backer boards that we're going to put down here like this, and then screw them down to the shelves, and then one at the top so we can fasten it to the wall. That's it, homie.
Okay, I can say this about this project. It's done. We didn't entirely conceive of all of the things that we maybe would have if we had spent a little bit more time on research. So we came up with a good idea. You came up with a good idea. We drew it. It turned out really good on paper. We started to build it, and in the heat of the battle, you know, we've made a few mistakes. There's a couple of things we didn't look at.
We drew it out. It's exactly how we drew it. We cut everything right, but fastening it together with screws, not the best idea. If we had a brad nailer or a finish nailer, that probably would have been better.
It is going to do exactly what we need it to do. It's going to hold tools. It's going to hang on the wall. It's going to be strong.
Yeah, I have a feeling though, in the next couple of years, we'll be wanting to make a better one.
It's not much of a looker, but it will be a performer.
Kind of like you.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave those down below. We would love to get your opinion on this project. Maybe you've built one. Maybe you've got some ideas. We'd love to hear those. You can leave those down below. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button.
This has been another episode of Your Weekend Warriors.
We'll see you next time.
TNT. Boy, dynamite. I don't know why that stuck in my head.